Rumored or fact? Prince Charles caught red-handedly taking bags full of money from Qatari Sheikh. Royal fans, before we start, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon. Reportedly, Prince Charles accepted a large sums of charity money from a disputed Qatari politician who handed him bags stuffed with cash. The Prince of Wales reportedly took bags stuffed with €500 banknotes from the former Prime Minister of Qatar, which he then passed on to his charity. Sheikh Hamad bin Jassim bin Jaber Al Thani is said to have given Charles €3 million in 3 separate payments between 2011 and 2015, with €1 million, around £861,000, stuffed into carrier bags from posh grocer Fortnum and Mason. At another one-to-one meeting at Clarence House in 2015, Charles accepted a holdall containing another €1 million said to have been made up of €500 notes. There is no suggestion the payments were illegal. However, the Prince of Wales has always maintained that he never personally had any involvement in the details of fundraising for his charities. Clarence House said donations from the Sheikh were passed immediately to one of the Prince's charities and all the correct processes were followed. The controversial Sheikh previously admitted that under his government Qatar maybe financed the Syrian branch of al-Qaeda without his knowledge. But the new revelation could put the future king's succession to the throne in jeopardy, royal commentator Tom Bauer claimed. Mr. Bauer, who is working on a biography of Meghan Markle, said the revelation has exposed Charles' poor judgment. Writing for the Mail, he said, "What's much more damaging is that his conduct raises wider concerns. It is no exaggeration to say that his succession to the throne could be in jeopardy. There is no doubt the future success of the monarchy rests on its probity. Any suspicion of cash for favors involving Prince Charles and his charities raises such issues. Royals are banned from accepting gifts of money in connection with an official engagement or duty under the royal gift policy. They can accept a check as patron of or on behalf of a charity." The royal biographer also said the Queen's eldest son, over the past 30 years, has repeatedly been caught up in accusations that he has taken cash for access and used his influence to promote donators of his favorite causes. He noted that the Prince's closet aide Michael Fawcett previously offered a Saudi billionaire a knighthood and support for British citizenship in exchange for £1.5 million to the Prince's foundation. Mr. Fawcett later stepped down temporarily as chief executive for the Prince's charity when he was made aware that the allegations of the CBE would be published. Mr. Bauer commented on the revelations, saying, "At best, Charles failed to keep a check on what was being done in his name. At worst, he was complicit. The cash," he said, "has not been used to spend on Charles himself but rather used by his charities." Mr. Bauer said his mistake was not fundraising with complete transparency. He said, Charles was repeatedly warned by his father, Prince Phillip, that he had allowed himself to be surrounded by unsuitable and controversial politicians and businessmen. Mr. Bauer said, over recent years, the Queen's advisors have skillfully and wisely navigated the monarchy through periods of potential crisis. It's hard not to think that Charles, as head of his court, has failed to keep control, and it is an extremely bad look for the future king. Although there is no suggestion the payments were illegal, critics said Charles, whose charitable foundation, the Prince's Foundation, is currently facing a police investigation into allegations that it fixed an honor for a Saudi billionaire in return for donations, risked undermining trust in the monarchy. He was also accused of risking destroying his mother the Queen's legacy over claims he operates a cash-for-access policy when dealing with wealthy donors to his charities. It's never been a problem for the Queen because she doesn't do it, but Charles for the last 30 to 40 years has been running this charity business. Even his father Prince Phillip warned him that his cash for access was going to cause trouble. Sir Alistair Graham, the former chairman of the Committee on Standards in Public Life, said the revelations that such large sums were handed over in cash were truly shocking. "I wouldn't make a distinction between a politician and member of the royal family," he told the Sunday Times, which broke the story. "If the Qatari government wants to make a gift to his foundation, then there are proper ways to do these things rather than handling large sums of cash." "This isn't a government issue, but what I have seen is the palace have been very clear that all monies go through proper due process. The charities obviously go through proper due process," he told the BBC. Charles is understood to have got lawyers involved over some of the allegations. It is understood he and his advisors dispute claims that Sheikh Hamad, 62, known by the initials 8BJ, gave one tranche of €1 million to the prince in carrier bags from Fortnum and Mason, the luxury department store with royal warrants from the Queen and Charles. The newspaper quoted one of Charles's former advisors saying, "Everyone felt very uncomfortable about the situation." It is accepted, however, that the donations were made in cash, handed to the charity fund and paid into a bank account at Coutts, which also insisted it did all the necessary checks. In a statement, Clarence House said, "Charitable donations received from Sheikh Hamad bin Jassim were passed immediately to one of the prince's charities who carried out the appropriate governance and have assured us that all the correct processes were followed." Thanks for watching. Please share your thoughts in the comment. Thanks.